Let's talk about a fundamental truth. Success is not an accident, it's a choice. The difference between those who struggle and those who thrive is not just luck, talent, or background. It's the mindset, the habits, and the decisions they make every single day. Look around, and you'll see that 97% of people settle for an average life. They follow the same routine: wake up, work, pay bills, and repeat. They live by the rules of society, conditioned to think that security is found in a paycheck and that success is for the lucky few. But here's the truth. The top 3%, those who achieve financial independence, true wealth, and freedom, do not think or act like the majority. Success is deeply influenced by the people we surround ourselves with. The truth is, we become a reflection of the environment we stay in. If you spend most of your time around people who lack ambition, who settle for mediocrity, and who are content with just getting by, their mindset will inevitably rub off on you. The conversations you engage in, the beliefs you hear daily, and the expectations you set for yourself are all shaped by your circle. The 97% follow a script written by society. Get a job, work for decades, save a little, and retire, hoping there's enough left. They live in a cycle of limitations, believing wealth and success are reserved for the lucky or privileged. But if you study the wealthy 3%, you'll notice a completely different pattern. They do not engage in negative conversations about how life is unfair. They do not blame circumstances. Instead, they focus on solutions, opportunities, and personal growth. The first step toward breaking free from the majority's mindset is to become aware of the influence your environment has on you. If you don't consciously choose who you associate with, you will unconsciously adopt the habits and thinking of those around you. If you want to create extraordinary success, you must intentionally choose to surround yourself with people who elevate your thinking. The top 3% do not waste time with those who drain their energy or hold them back. Instead, they seek out mentors, successful individuals, and like-minded people who challenge them to grow. They understand that the right associations can accelerate their progress, providing knowledge, motivation, and a mindset that aligns with success. Look at the people in your life right now. Are they pushing you to be better, or are they reinforcing limiting beliefs? Do they encourage you to take risks and pursue financial education, or do they tell you to play it safe like everyone else? If the people around you do not inspire you to reach higher, it may be time to distance yourself. This doesn't mean you have to cut everyone off completely, but it does mean being mindful of who you give your time and attention to. Seek out those who have the results you want, because success leaves clues. The 97% are often stuck in a scarcity mindset, believing that resources are limited, that wealth is a game of luck, and that success is unattainable for most people. They constantly talk about problems, about how difficult things are, about why they can't succeed. They focus on obstacles rather than opportunities. On the other hand, the 3% operate with a completely different perspective. They believe in abundance, in creating value, and in taking control of their financial future. They do not engage in complaints. They look for ways to solve problems. They do not waste time on distractions. They prioritize learning and improving themselves. The difference in mindset is what determines who stays stuck and who rises to success. If you want to break free from the 97%, you must shift the way you think and speak. Be intentional about what kind of conversations you engage in. If a discussion is filled with negativity, excuses, and complaints, step away. Instead, engage in conversations that focus on solutions, new ideas, and opportunities for growth. The more you surround yourself with success-oriented individuals, the faster you will start thinking and acting like them. The journey to joining the 3% is not just about money. It's about personal transformation. The most successful people are lifelong learners. They surround themselves with books, mentors, and experiences that challenge them to grow. They do not settle for what they already know. They constantly seek new knowledge. The majority, however, stop learning after formal education ends. They believe that once they get a job, the learning is over. But the world is constantly evolving, and those who refuse to learn get left behind. If you want to change your financial future, commit to continuous education. Read books on wealth creation, business, and personal development. Listen to successful individuals who have already walked the path you want to take. Attend seminars, take courses, and invest in your knowledge. The 3% understand that knowledge is the foundation of wealth, and they never stop growing. Your environment is either shaping you into the person who joins the 3% or keeping you stuck with the 97%. Everything you expose yourself to, your friends, your habits, your daily routines, plays a role in where you will end up. If you want to break free from the majority, you must be willing to make changes. Distance yourself from negative influences. Seek out mentors and successful individuals who inspire you. Change what you read, what you watch, and what you listen to. Success is not a matter of luck. It is a result of consciously shaping your mindset, your habits, and your associations. The question is, are you willing to walk away from the 97% and step into a life of success? The choice is yours. Wealth is not about luck. It is about mindset. The difference between those who struggle financially and those who create lasting wealth is not intelligence or background. It is the way they think about money. The 97% are conditioned to believe that money is scarce, that financial success is reserved for a select few, and that the only way to survive is to work hard for a paycheck. They spend their lives exchanging time for money, hoping that one day they will have enough to retire comfortably. But the 3% see money differently. They understand that wealth is created through financial education, strategic investments, and building assets that generate passive income. Instead of working for money, they make money work for them. The moment you shift your mindset from earning to creating, from scarcity to abundance, from wages to assets, you step onto the path of the wealthy. The majority wait for opportunities. The successful create them. The majority save what's left after spending. The wealthy invest first and live on what remains. To break free from financial struggle, the first step is to unlearn the beliefs that keep you stuck and adopt the mindset that leads to wealth. Most people spend their lives working for money, but the wealthy understand that money should work for them. The 97% focus on earning a paycheck, while the 3% focus on building assets. An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket, whether you work for it or not. The wealthy invest in businesses, stocks, real estate, and systems that generate income without constant effort. Meanwhile, the majority spend their lives trapped in the cycle of earning and spending, never realizing that financial freedom is built by acquiring assets, not just increasing income. The problem is that traditional education does not teach financial literacy. People are taught how to work for money, but not how to grow it. As a result, most people live paycheck to paycheck, relying on jobs for security instead of creating true financial independence. The 3% take the time to study money. They learn about investing, wealth-building strategies, and how to make intelligent financial decisions. They do not see money as something to be spent, but as a tool to create more opportunities. If you want to break free from the financial struggles of the 97%, you must develop a mindset that prioritizes assets over income. One of the biggest differences between the rich and the poor is how they view risk. The majority see risk as something to avoid, fearing failure and loss. This fear keeps them trapped in mediocrity, settling for stability instead of growth. But the 3% understand that risk is necessary for success. They know that every opportunity comes with uncertainty, but they also know that calculated risks lead to greater rewards. They do not gamble blindly. They educate themselves, make informed decisions, and take action despite fear. Meanwhile, the 97% wait for the perfect moment, never realizing that success is built by those who take bold but strategic moves. The wealthy understand that fear and uncertainty are part of the process, but they refuse to let those emotions dictate their actions. They take responsibility for their financial future, knowing that wealth is not created by playing it safe. If you want to escape the cycle of financial struggle, you must be willing to take educated risks. Learn how money works, understand investments, and take calculated steps toward building wealth. The path to financial success is not without challenges, but those who are willing to embrace risk are the ones who achieve true financial freedom. The key to joining the 3% is mastering the habit of financial discipline. Most people live beyond their means, spending whatever they earn on temporary pleasures instead of long-term growth. They prioritize comfort over wealth building, choosing instant gratification over financial security. The wealthy, on the other hand, exercise discipline in every financial decision they make. They do not waste money on things that do not generate returns. They prioritize investing over spending, growth over entertainment, and long-term wealth over short-term comfort. Financial discipline is not about deprivation. It is about making intelligent choices that align with your financial goals. The 3% understand that small sacrifices today lead to massive rewards in the future. They delay gratification, knowing that the money they invest today will multiply over time. The majority struggle financially because they do not control their spending habits. But those who are willing to practice financial discipline create wealth that lasts for generations. The question is, are you willing to make the necessary adjustments? Because the difference between financial struggle and financial success is not just how much you earn, it is how wisely you manage, invest, and grow what you have. Success is not determined by talent, intelligence, or background. It is determined by discipline. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who remain average is not luck, but consistent, disciplined action. The 97% wait for motivation to take action, while the 3% understand that motivation is unreliable and fleeting. They do not rely on feelings to dictate their actions. They rely on habits. The wealthy and successful commit to daily disciplines, waking up early, setting goals, reading, learning, and taking action, regardless of how they feel. The majority, on the other hand, procrastinate, make excuses, and let distractions steal their time. They dream of success, but do not take the daily steps required to achieve it. The truth is, success is built one disciplined habit at a time. If you want to join the 3%, you must master the art of self-discipline. You must do what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. You must push through discomfort, eliminate excuses, and stay committed to your goals. Success is never accidental. It is the result of consistent, disciplined actions practiced over time. Most people desire success, but few are willing to do what it takes to achieve it. The reason the 97% remain stuck is that they seek comfort over growth. They want financial freedom but refuse to make sacrifices. They want to be healthy but do not discipline themselves to exercise and eat right. They want to build wealth but spend money on entertainment instead of investing in their future. The 3% think differently. They understand that every small decision compounds over time. They discipline themselves to make choices that align with their long-term goals rather than chasing immediate gratification. They know that true freedom, financial, physical, and personal, comes from mastering discipline in all areas of life. While the majority waste hours on distractions, the successful dedicate time to productive activities. While the average person looks for shortcuts, the disciplined take the long, steady road to mastery. Discipline is the bridge between goals and results, between dreams and reality. If you want to create success, you must be willing to do what the 97% are unwilling to do. Discipline is not just about working hard. It is about working smart and staying committed. The 97% start projects, but rarely finish them. They begin with excitement, but as soon as challenges arise, they quit. The successful, however, push through obstacles with persistence. They understand that setbacks are part of the journey and that only those who remain disciplined through difficulties achieve success. The majority get discouraged easily, letting failure convince them to stop trying. The 3% use failure as feedback, learning from mistakes and improving their approach. They do not allow temporary defeats to define them. They remain disciplined in their actions, knowing that success is a process, not an overnight event. Most people give up when they don't see immediate results, but the disciplined stay consistent, trusting that their efforts will pay off in the long run. The ability to stay focused and committed even when results are not visible is what separates the successful from the average. If you want to achieve anything great, you must develop the discipline to keep going when others quit. Success is not built on one big decision, but on small, disciplined choices made every day. The 3% understand that every action, no matter how small, either moves them closer to success or further away from it. They control their habits, thoughts, and actions with precision. They do not let distractions take over their schedule. They do not waste time on activities that do not serve their goals. They are disciplined with their time, energy, and focus. The 97%, however, live reactively, allowing circumstances and emotions to dictate their actions. They lack structure, consistency, and long-term vision. The truth is, discipline creates freedom. When you discipline yourself financially, you gain the freedom to live without financial stress. When you discipline yourself in health, you gain the freedom of energy and vitality. When you discipline yourself in learning, you gain the freedom of knowledge and opportunities. Everything you desire is on the other side of discipline. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes? Because if you master self-discipline, success in any area of life becomes inevitable. Your life will not change until you take full responsibility for it. The 97% spend their lives blaming circumstances, the economy, their upbringing, or other people for their lack of success. They believe that external forces control their future, so they wait for things to improve instead of taking action to improve themselves. The 3%, on the other hand, take complete ownership of their lives. They do not blame, complain, or make excuses. They focus on what they can control and take action accordingly. They understand that success is not given, it is earned through personal effort, growth, and strategic decisions. The moment you stop blaming and start taking responsibility, everything changes. You realize that no one is coming to save you, that your financial future, your personal growth, and your success are entirely in your hands. The difference between struggling and thriving is not luck. It is a mindset shift from victimhood to ownership. Once you embrace this, you start seeing opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems, and possibilities instead of limitations. The first step to escaping the 97% is accepting full responsibility for where you are and deciding that you will create the future you desire. Most people remain stuck because they are trapped by limiting beliefs. They believe they are not smart enough, not lucky enough, or not talented enough to achieve success. These beliefs are often formed in childhood, reinforced by society, and accepted as truth without question. The 3% understand that these beliefs are not reality. They are mental barriers that can be broken. They take control of their thoughts, replacing limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of saying, I can't afford this, they ask, how can I afford this? Instead of saying, I don't have the skills, they ask, how can I learn the skills? The majority let doubt and fear control them, but the successful rewire their thinking to align with their goals. They understand that mindset is everything and that success starts in the mind before it manifests in reality. If you want to join the 3%, you must take responsibility for your thoughts. You must question every belief that limits you, challenge every assumption that holds you back, and actively reprogram your mind to think like a winner. True success begins the moment you decide to take control of your mindset. Taking responsibility also means making bold decisions and taking action. The 97% spend their lives hesitating, overthinking, and waiting for the perfect moment that never comes. They let fear of failure stop them before they even start. The successful, however, understand that waiting achieves nothing. Action is the key to progress. They take responsibility for making things happen instead of hoping things will improve on their own. They make decisions quickly and confidently, knowing that even if they fail, they will learn and grow from the experience. The 3% do not let fear paralyze them. They use fear as a signal to push forward. They understand that every great achievement requires stepping outside of their comfort zone. The majority stay stuck because they avoid discomfort, but the successful embrace it. They know that action leads to experience, experience leads to confidence, and confidence leads to mastery. If you want to change your life, you must take responsibility for your actions. Stop waiting, stop hesitating, and start doing. Success is not for those who wait, it is for those who act. The final aspect of taking responsibility is committing to lifelong learning and self-improvement. The 97% stop growing after formal education ends. They assume that learning is something you do in school, not something you continue throughout life. This mindset keeps them stuck, relying on outdated knowledge and limited skills. The 3% know that success is a never-ending journey of learning, adapting, and evolving. They take full responsibility for their personal development, constantly seeking knowledge that will help them grow. They read books, attend seminars, seek mentors, and invest in education that moves them forward. They understand that the more they learn, the more they earn. The majority spend hours on entertainment, but the successful dedicate time to learning skills that increase their value. If you want to separate yourself from the 97%, commit to self-education. Learn about money, business, success principles, and personal development. Take responsibility for your growth, because no one else will do it for you. The difference between where you are today and where you want to be is the knowledge and action you apply. The moment you take responsibility for your learning, your entire future changes.